Mark chapter 15, verse 17. They put a purple robe on him, then twisted together a crown of thorns and set it on him.
Thorn. Noun. A small, sharp, pointed growth on the stem of a plant.
If you've ever picked your own roses,
or gone hunting for blackberries in the woods,
you know that the simpler definition of thorn is ouch.
Why is it that some of the loveliest and sweetest of nature's gifts are protected with painful prickles?
If I were a plant, I would tell you that my thorns are to make it more difficult for the friendly neighbourhood herbivore to eat me.
But I'm not a plant, and as far as I can tell, neither are you.
We are people. We do not like pain, however it is inflicted.
We risk it often. We can tolerate it for a while. We sometimes inflict it upon ourselves and even celebrate it when it's for some greater purpose.
Some degree of pain is even guaranteed as part of the process when we enter this world as babies.
But we do not like it, and just as when we are newborn, we scream and cry.
We ponder and pontificate about why bad things happen to good people.
And those good people we're wondering about?
We almost always include ourselves in that number.
So our question really is,
why me? Why must I feel the poke of a thorn?
Why must I suffer because of someone else's bad decision?
why must I bear the pain of a child gone astray?
Why must I carry the weight of a parent with dementia?
Why does God let this happen to me?
No matter how often we ask the question, we don't really want to hear the answer.
Because the truthful answer is,
we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
God said to Isaiah, "My thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways."
As big as the gap is between heaven and earth, the gap between my thoughts and your thoughts is just that big.
Bad things happen.
And God is not what we sometimes make him.
He is not simple.
He is not safe.
He's not nice.
He is love.
But love?
Well, love can hurt.
It certainly hurt him.
The intensity of his love for us led to bleeding stripes on his back.
The depth of his love for us led him to a painful, stumbling journey through the streets of Jerusalem.
The magnitude of his love for us led him to ugly spikes piercing his wrists and ankles.
You want to talk about thorns?
Maybe, like a mother bird who lines her nest with sharp sticks to encourage her fledglings to fly.
Maybe, like a runner powering through aching feet and cramping muscles to win the race.
Maybe, like the Apostle Paul's thorn in the flesh that forced him to depend on God's overwhelming grace.
Maybe God uses the thorns to cause us to thrive.
In his wisdom, he can use both the things we think are good and the things we shun as bad to shape us.
So then, good or bad, I will rejoice in the Lord my God.
When the thorns tear at my skin, I will remember that he is faithful.
When the difficulties mount, I will remember that he is merciful.
When my enemies threaten to devastate me, I will remember that he is mighty.
There is no pain that will cause me to turn back.
My hope is in Christ, and in him I will rise.
My hope is in Christ, and in him I will rise.
My hope is in Christ, and in him I will rise.
Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose.